Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Laura Whittle and today we are painting some beautiful celestial style nails, but we are doing an AI versus reality. So the original AI creator is named in the description if you want to go check out their original creation. I'll also be posting the picture on the screen and then I'll be showing you how you can make that a reality. But I know it's been a while since you've seen my face on my channel, and I have been working really hard on my nail business as well as continuing to grow my makeup business and my hair and lashes and all that stuff. So we're hopping right back into YouTube for 2025 and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. And if you like what you see today, please ensure you subscribe, hit the bell notification to be told every single time that I upload. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. Let's hop right into it. So these were my Christmas nails, all grown out and ready for an infill. So using my FEE file from the Gel Obsession, I removed the design, brought it down, my builder gel down until I could infill it with my clear builder gel from them. And then I am getting my palette ready with the shades I'll need, which are Farah, Xena, Raven and Indie, as well as a blooming gel. I'm getting my application brush from MSK Nails and dipping it into Farah, which is one of the new Hema-free polishes, and using the shape of the application brush just to make it super simple to blend that polish up into the cuticle area and around the nail walls. Now I'm going in with shade Xena after wiping that brush on a lint-free pad with some acetone and dragging that polish down. Before using acetone brushes, please make sure they're acetone resistant. The MSK ones are, which is a dream. If you see any bits of gel on your skin, please remove them with either a gloved finger, or you can use a application brush, liner brush with a bit of product acetone on. And then using my MSK Ombre Brush to blend the two shades together using a slight dab and drag motion until I'm happy with like the deep ombre between the two blues. Then just dragging it a little bit further onto the tip. Once I have cleaned the application brush and my ombre brush, I'm going in with shade Raven, which is a Hema-free reflective glitter, which means it is flash activated. It is absolutely stunning with and without flash, and the blue is just beautiful. They apply so easily. I use the application brush just to blend it down a little bit onto Xena and then dabbing little bits further down to create the design that was on the original inspiration photo. I'm then going in with shade Farah on my middle nail once I've cured all that other nail, and doing the same thing again. Each nail is slightly different, so I'm just keeping it super close to cuticle and the walls of my fingernail. Then I'm going in with shade Xena again and just dabbing them together, going back in with Farah to create a darker line over the top of that, and just really getting it exactly how I wanted on the inspiration photo before the next step. Once I'm happy with that, I'll move on to blending them out ever so slightly more to create more of like a triangle shape. And this will all come together very soon. As you can see, I'm now wiping away any gel on my finger with a clean application brush, and this is what it looks like so far. So now I've cured that and I'm going in with my blooming gel. My blooming gel is from Beetles. I'm using that application brush to put it all over the rest of the nail, but avoiding the blue area. I'm taking my 11mm MSK Nails liner brush and Indie, which is my white shade, and then applying it over the blooming gel. It's important when using blooming gel not to cure it until you are happy with the design. So you apply the blooming gel, use the shades and things you want and pattern over the top. Once you're happy with the way it looks, then you cure it into place. So I am swishing this Indie shade all over until I get like the cloudy, almost quartz-like effect, and I'm happy with how it is against the edge with the blues and on the tip of my nail, making sure to fill in any little gaps as well, dragging it into any small spaces that need filling in. once I'm happy with that, I cured it, and we're on to the ring finger. The ring finger, again, we're going in with the blooming gel on the application brush from MSK, and this one is a little bit different, so we have to follow the pattern on the design with the blooming gel. So instead of the whole nail, we're following a little pattern, and then again going in with Indie on the 11mm liner to create like that cloudy quartz crystal effect. Once I'm happy with that, again, I will allow it to bloom, and then I will cure it into place before continuing my designs. As you can see on the middle nail, that nail is now cured, and I also added a tiny bit of the reflective polish onto that line between Farah Xena and the Bloom and Gel Indie design, just to give it a little something special. I'm now using my ombre brush just to blend some of that bloom design where it's a bit too bold a bit better. Once that is cured, I'm taking Farah on my liner brush and following the outline of the design, and this is also the same shape I did the blooming gel in, which was obviously much harder to see than this. I'm making sure I'm getting right down those walls of the nail without getting on the skin and dragging that up, and doing the same on the other side, following the shape needed and dipping in for more product when necessary. You can just take your time with this and just use your creativity. If it's a bit of a pain, especially doing your non-dominant hand, it is much harder. So I'm just dragging that through up until the tip of the nail, blending it down with my liner brush, and this is what it looks like so far. And then I dip into Xena, and again we create the ombre blue effect, dragging that through. I haven't cured Farah yet, so I'm just literally wet blending these two together. Bring it down until I'm happy and leaving the tip bare for now. And then I'm using my ombre brush to blend them all together. Use that dab and drag ever so slightly and tapping that onto a little bit of the white at the end of my nail, and that is exposed still. And then I'm bringing Indie on my liner brush, which is, all the blues are still wet, and I'm slowly blending her into the design as well, just to create this really like beautiful starry effect, which you'll eventually see, but this is time consuming, but it ends up looking so damn cool. And going back in with my ombre brush again, just to blend Indie into the blues a bit more until I'm happy with the way that it looks. And this is what it looks like now. And I'm taking Raven just to add in to that part as well, all over the blue part of the nail to give that reflective glitter pop. It just adds an extra dimension completely to the nail design, and it ends up looking so beautiful. I'm literally obsessed. I'm walking around with them on my hands at the moment, and I'm just loving them. They're so pretty. Finally, we cure that into place, taking the blooming gel once more on the pinky finger this time, and then we follow the same steps again using Indie. This time I'm doing it from the free edge of the nail down towards the cuticle until I'm happy with how it blooms and looks and blends. And then obviously once I'm happy with that, once again I will cure it. I'm creating this one a little bit more wispy and whimsical, and then going back in with the ombre brush just to break up some of that pattern. How beautiful is that? And then I'm taking shade Farah just to do the edge of the cuticle area of the nail at the very base, and creating like a semicircle almost of the shade before adding in some Xena. Obviously I have my reference picture up all the time to refer to on a separate device, which is on my desk, and then I can follow the design at will, using an ombre brush now just to blend that out a bit until I'm happy and blend the two shades together. I made that eventually into like a triangular kind of vibe and then cured it. Then onto the thumb, again, blooming gel. Then we go in with Indie to create the white wispiness and like the cloudy quartz design. I just love it. It's very cute. And once I'm happy with that part, I'll cure before going in with our blues once again on a liner brush. I'm keeping this part of the design to the bottom half of the nail, so this will be more like a French tip, this nail, so that's why I'm keeping the white part to the bottom of the nail. As always, going back in with that ombre brush just to break up any bits I'm not happy with, and this is what it looks after I've cured. And now onto the dreaded French tip. This is something I actually do not enjoy doing as a nail tech. I'm not a French tip lover. I think they look great on other people. I think they even look good on me. I just do not enjoy painting them. I find them extremely stressful. So I'm taking my time. I'm using like the A-frame technique. I have tried every trick in the book to perfect a French and still haven't got it down. I just don't enjoy doing them. I'd take a character any day of the week over French. But we move. I did end up managing to achieve a French I was happy with. And you can always go in with some acetone on a cotton bud or a Q-tip or a brush to clean the edges up that you're not happy with. I'm just dragging at this point the product a little bit with the ombre brush, stippling it onto the end rather than making it bold. Now I'm grabbing a gold liner gel. This one I actually got from Shein. It's by Vicovi and it's a metal gel and it's a goldy coloured metal gel. You can either use foil glue and use foil for this method, or you can use a metal gel like I have, a chrome gel. I do not like using foil, it's so messy, so that is what I have done here. I chose to go in with my metal gel instead. So yeah, Vicovi from Shein and it's the gold one. I'm just following the pattern on the pinky nail, making sure that I get the triangle, the lines right, like they're almost like gold veins. And I'm doing that on every nail, just following the design on the original inspiration photo, making sure I get it as close to real as possible. You can also, instead of hand drawing the stars, you can buy charms and glue them on with nail glue or gem glue instead. I personally like the McCart rhinestone glue for gluing gems on. Some of this is out of focus. I don't know why it decided to do this when everything else was in focus today, but it does look beautiful when it's all done. And as I have done throughout the whole design, I've kept it using my 11mm. This is me doing one of the little stars. So I do a dot first in the centre before dragging out each spoke of like the star shape. So I do a cross first and then I add in the diagonal strokes to create like the extra twinkle in the star. And I take my time trying to get those lines as straight as possible. It's much harder on myself than it is another client or on a press-on nail. But we get there in the end, and this is what they look like so far. Once I'm happy with the entire design, I go in with my Super Shine top coat from the Gel Obsession, and all the products I've used today are listed in the description. Once I've applied my top coat, I whack it in the lamp for 60 seconds and cure, and then you'll finally see the end result. And honestly, I am obsessed with them. I'm so happy with how they turned out, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Like, just look at them, they look so magical. So yeah, this is the final design. This is the most satisfying part of it, is applying the top coat. And I'm actually so proud of how they turned out on my own hands as well, because as I said, it's much easier to do it on somebody else than on yourself. But yeah, they're super pretty, and I think they're like the perfect celestial nail design, and I love creating things from AI designs into reality as closely as possible. Yeah, this was the finished result, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked what you saw today and you're going to give it a go, please tag me in your recreations. I want to see them all because I love it so much. And you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at Get Pressed Nails UK on Instagram, or Get Pressed Nails on TikTok. Or if you're more into the makeup side of things, you can find me at Laura Whittle MUA on Instagram and Laura Whittle UK on TikTok. This is me applying one of my favourite cuticle oils. This is from Nailed It by Chelsea, and this is in the scent Cola Bottles, and honestly it smells just like fizzy cola bottles. It is unreal. So damn good. And she is a local nail tech to me, and she creates amazing nail products, so check her out. There are discount codes in the description as well for the Gel Obsession, so make sure you use that to get 15% off. And finally, this is the final result on both hands, all the close-ups, and I hope you enjoyed everything you've seen today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe, and if you want to be notified every time that I upload, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!